Racing does many things to you.
It's the feeling I think everyone's looking for, you know? You have an experience where it's something new just completely reinvigorates you and you feel a change after that.
You know, we all strive to have a passion, and this is definitely something that will consume you. You know, obviously you have your life, but then when you've got free time to think about, you know, other things, it just becomes your total passion. At the end of the day, when you reflect on your life, it's a great part of your life. You know, you've traveled, you've raced, you can equate it to like climbing a mountain. It's a great experience.
During the week, I'm a family man, I'm a working man or woman. They have their everyday life, they have their day job, and then suddenly during the weekend, they become race car drivers. It's like being a superhero. It gives them a new challenge in their life. They can race, but they can race in a professional environment. And this is something completely new for them.
In one sense, it's hugely relaxing compared to what they do day to day, but they quickly crave the intensity that it gives you.
In every race, the first person you challenge is yourself.
I think the challenge is, you know, defined differently by each driver.
Some want to win and they're more competitive. Some are more like enjoying the moment and the lifestyle of the event. The thing they all have in common is the passion for it.
Does anybody have enough nerve to try to drive down the inside? This is a good close-up look at
You can't feel what I feel on a golf course, on a basketball court, baseball, football. I'm not taking anything away from those professionals or even the amateurs, but there is nothing like the rush of 192 miles an hour in a car, a half inch from the guy in front of you, with the guy behind you and two alongside you, the adrenaline, the joy, the happiness. I would say that, you know, the only thing that makes me happier is my family, my wife, my kids, but the next best thing to that, it's racing.
Well, Ferrari is the most iconic sports car brand in the world.
There's no one that does it like Ferrari does.
Ferrari Challenge allows you to race Ferraris on a global level. So you can race here in the United States, you can race in Asia, and you can race in Europe. The 3 simultaneous championships.
Or you can pick and choose beautiful places all around the world.
The fact that Ferrari has this concept where you can take the same car in North America and race it in 2 different other continents is incredible. And the competition is just as good anywhere you go.
It's unbeatable. I can tell you that. You know, I've talked to a lot of people that race other brands. Nobody does it better than Ferrari.
Unlike some of the other manufacturers that try to place their one-make series within a pro race weekend where you hardly get any track time, Ferrari Challenge has so much track time. Generally on a Thursday practice, we get 3 to 4 hours, another 3 hours on a Friday, 2 races. As a learning tool of racing, there's no better place.
The other thing about it is the access to the coaches.
The coaches are like the creme of la creme.
It's like having, oh yeah, I'm going to call Tiger Woods and have him come and coach me.
My name is Didier Thijs. I was born in Belgium. I raced cars for more than 35 years. And I was lucky enough to drive Ferrari 333 to the winner's circle in Daytona 24 hours. That's why actually when my connection with Ferrari started, and I started to be head coach of the Challenge series. My job in the series is to make sure the driver go safe up to speed, make sure they get the proper coaching from their coach.
I really enjoy the coaching. I really love all the guys on the team, and I get a lot of pleasure out of working with guys that come into the Challenge series with no skill at all or don't know what to expect, and take them from the very beginning stages right up to winning races.
All the experience we built ourselves, all the coach and myself for 40 years, will transmit that to that person in a very short time.
So now I'm coaching Jean-Claude Sada. He's been in the series 4 years. The first year I started with him, he was in Copa Shell, which was the lowest category. But over the 3 years, it's been a tremendous transformation of his skill set. He's moved right up to Trofeo Pirelli, top of the group. In fact, today, he was second out of 50 guys, and it was a pretty special day. If you could have seen Jean-Claude's face after the race today, when you have a successful race, there's nothing in the world like it, the euphoria that you feel.
Well, first you gotta realize, and I got to realize, that it's a drug.
It could be a sunny day, a dark day, but your adrenaline is flowing.
It's excitement, it's nerves, it's very exhilarating. And
it's race under pressure, and in this case, it's pressure and it's happening fast.
I mean, the focus that you bring to racing, they talk about situational awareness, it doesn't exist more than in racing.
I love learning more about every track and the dynamics of the car and what it can and can't do.
There's so much data with the cars, and we just keep raising the bar, going over track maps, a lot of analysis.
You know, you raise your vision. It's really amazing. Your body really accepts speed very easily. The perception of the speed. Further you look, everything became like a slow motion. And actually, that's why we coach the new drivers coming into the series, is just to raise their vision when they go to a fast track.
Once they get a taste of Ferrari Challenge, it's like nothing they've had before.
So first time I showed up to Corsa Pilota, they took me for hot laps. The banking is catching you, and you see the pavement coming at you, and you're literally sliding into your seat. And man, I was so motion sick. And I literally crawled out of that car and went, oh, that was the most violent thing I ever experienced. Where do I get one of these?
Well, in my words, what I would define the challenge is a group of some of the most successful, competitive gentlemen that I've ever met.
I always had a huge interest in racing, and I was always passionate and enthusiastic with the Ferrari's cars. So when I got the chance first to own a Ferrari, then a Ferrari race car, the dream came true, like a kid in a playground. So that's amazing. And I ended up doing 2 podiums at Daytona last race. Another dream came true here with the champagne shower like you see on TV. That was amazing, an amazing experience. Let's hope I'll be able to have this champagne shower this weekend too.
Much more discipline than we experienced yesterday, but of course now, the moment they've been waiting for, the champagne! Woo! Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for this podium celebration of Ferrari Challenge. We hope you all join.
More important than anything, I think we've made a lot of good friendships amongst drivers, not just within the team. And I think that will transcend racing, frankly. I mean, racing's a lot of fun, but none of us are pros here. We're all trying to have a good time and a good weekend.
Everybody's so wonderful and accommodating. I've met a lot of great friends here.
After a race, you go high-five everybody, and you always have a lot of friends here who you're racing against, which is fun, but you get to just kind of decompress and have a good time afterward.
The relationships that I built with the guys here that I race with, not only crew members from other teams, coaches, Ferrari staff, it's really been like my second family. To just meet the guys outside of the car and get a chance to just hang out with them. We sit, we have lunch, we laugh a lot, you know. Sometimes we almost want to cry together too, you know.
It means different things to different people. What I love about it is I get to do it with my son. It's a family event, you know, my mom regularly comes, my sister comes, of course my wife.
In this case, husband and wife were racing, so our daughter, she was so excited to be here for this first race and watch her dad race and cheer him on, and I think it is a very big family experience.
It's lifestyle, and when they do something, it's not only about just the car racing, it's about the food, it's about the people, it's about what they bring to the table, whether it's Hublot watches, whether it's the Sahara jewelry. They try to incorporate a full lifestyle.
Well, Ferrari Challenge events are real special because you not only have Ferrari Challenge racing, but then you have Ferrari owners that show up with their cars. The fans get this interactive kind of thing where They can go up to the cars and see inside and meet the drivers. And they've got wonderful hospitality. The kids love it. And usually the events are in really, really, really nice places to go to.
It could be if you have a Ferrari, if you just like cars or just like to do something on a weekend. It's something different, and I would encourage anybody to come out here and check it out.
They do a lot of introductions of new models at the events. It's an incredible networking opportunity. People who raced in Ferrari Challenge come from all over the world, and they're usually high net worth individuals. So it's a really great place to really commingle with other Ferrari owners.
These are very successful individuals who've worked hard to get where they're at, who have practiced, who have sacrificed to be here, and you have just the utmost respect for these guys.
You have something that you can come to, you can socialize with people, you can be a part of, and you can do something great.
Great-looking field, that's for sure. A great-looking day here at WeatherTech, Laguna, Seca. It's really turned out to be a wonderful race weekend. I think everybody was...
My business is very time-consuming. And the one thing that I love about the Challenge Series is when I get in the car, I can't think about anything else.
You're so focused on what's going on, what's happening with the car, what you're feeling, and nothing else in the world matters.
I think we all have some sort of adrenaline needs, and you have to fulfill that. And that makes you so much better in business and decision making.
Have a little more patience, be a little bit more precise, have a little more discipline in your life. And those things I think are what motorsports can bring.
To me, the challenge is mental, it's physical, it forces you to get back in shape.
It forces me to exercise. I'm 51 years old, and I'm super motivated to continue to work out and be in the best shape I can so that I could actually race.
It definitely improves your confidence in what you can do and what you can achieve.
When I go home, first of all, a lot of stress is relieved because I take it all on the track. I'm a very happy guy. I'm smiling a lot more. And then at work, I become a lot more focused because I think I take some of that focus back with me, so yeah.
The joy that I get, it's almost too hard to put into words. I won twice in Montreal last year in front of the F1 crowd. I had my family there. It was the first race they ever attended. It almost chokes me up inside, even when I talk about it now, because it was just an experience that, I'm like, I'm able to live my dreams. So I always try to stay humble and remember, where I came from and where I am today. And that's why we always say there's never a bad day at the track when you're racing a Ferrari. And I have my racing family here supporting me whether I win or lose. And I have my family back home that are supporting my efforts, and that is all the difference in the world.